Yeah, sorry, you're good to go.
All right, so this is Tech Thursday. Thanks for coming, you guys. I just started out on my website screen, so I don't work alone. I am both an ASC and an agent at the same time. So me and my mom are business partners at the moment. So we have a joint website just through her account, and that's the one I'm going to be using since that's what I work out of for all of my agent stuff. Um, but I'm going to hop into command. If I'm flipping screens and you guys can't see it, let me know. But this is your command dashboard. Hopefully you guys know where to log in. It's agent.kw.com. Um, and the first thing you want to make sure before you build out your website is that under your settings, after you click your name, and then when this page loads off to the left where it says connect settings, you want to make sure this marketing profile is completely filled out because that will help you make sure that your website is set up, good to go, and you don't have to keep entering your personal information. So everything from your photo, your logo, um, we aren't required to have our license numbers as far as I know on our websites and things like that. Your job title is realtor because we are part of the realtor associations. Your bio, you automatically get one that's pre-made, which we haven't updated, obviously. So we have the pre-made bio in here. And you just make sure anything that has a red star is filled in. And then at the bottom, you make sure you press save. And once your marketing profile is filled in, you do want to make sure that toggle is on here at the top where it says to use your information to brand your agent website. And so that way, when you make any new pages or you start making designs or anything like that, this information is automatically pulled in for your website and also landing pages separately. So that way you don't have to keep doing it over and over and over and keep that stuff on your laptop at all times. So make sure you have that marketing profile filled in. It'll save you a lot of time and a lot of headache. Um, so just to go over a few basics really, really quick, if you haven't set up your website, if you click the red KW in the top corner, it's going to pop out all the names for the applets on the side, and everything for your website's under consumer. So that's where we're going to go. And if you need to set up your website, on the homepage, if you actually scroll down to the very bottom, you get a button that says configure your site. And when you open it, you just want to make sure you're saying that you want to use the new KW agent sites because these other options are for anyone that was here before we got websites last year. But the guide takes about 10-15 minutes once you go through it. And it'll give you your basic website setup of the home screen, an about you, and a contact us page. And then at that point, after it's set up and launched, you can start adding in other pages. And then once you go through that guide as well, it'll go automatically live after a couple of minutes. But I'm not going to go through the guide itself for this. So with websites and social media and everything, you want to make sure that you aren't just being stagnant. Like you made it, now what, right? So with the website, for an example, let me show you what we did with ours. I have you guys in a box and I'm covering up my tabs. So this is our website. So everyone gets that basic home screen, and these are just the stock images. And so things that we've kind of added is we have two separate about pages because there's two of us on our little partnership group. We have a home value page, so where people can fill out a form to get a free home evaluation. So I can use that page to run ads on social media. We also have a blog, but we actually just used the Homekeeper blog. Everyone gets a free Homekeeper account with KW. And if you're not a good blog writer, there's one that's pre-made out there for you, and they post it every 4 to 5 days, and you have content at all times going up on your website. You can even share these on your social media as well. So that way you have something always going up on your social media pages. We've, of course, included a download our app page, and then you automatically get that contact us page. And we've also gone ahead and linked our Facebook and Instagram in here so people can find those too. And then that way, if they're on our Facebook and Instagram, they can also click over to this website. But there's obviously a lot more pages that you could add, like mortgage calculator. You could add like a buyer and seller resources kind of thing. Something that I'm currently working on that is going to help me get more traction on social media and even get some leads is when I'm inside of my consumer side. Under my landing pages, I have this draft one that says tips for buying during a pandemic. It's actually going to be like a free downloadable PDF that we've made out of designs using the buyer and seller guides. And it's basically just going to be like 5 tips for buying or selling during a pandemic. And it's going to be a free ebook that they can get in their email, and you can get leads from them filling out the form. And so I'll show you the example of the page, and then I can show you guys how I kind of made it as well. So at the top, this is what that home single landing page, this is not on my website. This is a standalone site page. And so on it, it's got a design that says get your free ebook for tips on buying and selling during a pandemic. And then at the bottom, it says sign up here for your free ebook. And this information they fill in will automatically go into my database. So by taking this information and running an ad and sending them to this page, they have to sign up in order to get it. So they're not just going to click a link and get a download, or else I can't get their information. And then at the very bottom has the legal footer. So everything you would have on your website, but just on a standalone page. And so I haven't launched this campaign yet, so I will follow up with you guys on how it goes after this, but because I'm still writing.
Is that just that form at the bottom, is that just a widget, I guess?
Yes, it is the lead form widget.
Okay.
But you can customize what it says here at the top.
Perfect.
So when I went and configured the widget, the lead form, it said like, want to talk or something like that. And people are using these standalone pages for like giveaways. So like if you partner with a local business, if you missed that training yesterday, your Market Center Tech trainer will get that link for that training too. It was really, really good. But they had it say like, you want to enter to win, fill out this form or something like that. And they're giving like a coffee giveaway to like 5 people. It's actually kind of cool. And they get the hot chocolate bombs that are all the rage right now.
Yeah.
So that's really fun that like 4 people get those, 1 person gets those, gift cards and swag on top of it. So they're having a pretty good giveaway with a local business up in the Auburn area. But this is just an example of one of the things you can do. This one's going to be a really easy one, just to do like a quick like $30 ad and through my social media page, so I don't have to do anything. I didn't change anything, so I'm not going to save it. But if you guys ever need to add pages to your website, when you're in this consumer section, you can go create a new site, and it'll ask you if you want it to be on your agent site or a standalone page. So depending on what you want to do with it is what you're trying to do. So if you need to build up your website and you want to add that blog page on there, which we can send out a follow-up link with the instruction video on how to get it out. It takes like 5 minutes. It's really awesome because you already have an account as long as you've signed up for it. And then for standalone pages, you can create whatever you want. We've done things like open house sign-in pages, so that way they can scan a QR code, things like that. But one of the things I really want to help you guys with is being top of mind on your social media, because social media can take a lot of time. But with Command, it can be actually very, very easy. And so the applet that we're actually going to check out is campaigns. And so a lot of people, when they think about campaigns, is like the paid social ads. But in here, you can actually schedule out like all of your social media for the whole next year and probably beyond that. So in the top, you get the options of paid ads, emails, direct mail, and social posts. And so the social post section is what I'm going to focus on. And so in here, I've actually pre-scheduled some stuff out. So I actually have one going up today at noon. And so this one was like a quick social post that is in here. I didn't have to make it. KW made it. I just scheduled it. So in here, you've got like these quick post suggestions. So you can do a video about a neighborhood that gives them updates about like what's going on. And then they also have like these standalone pages posts, which is what I used. And so they've got ones that talk about like your credit score, moving, and you can shuffle these. And this one's like move or recently moved, buying a home. So say this is the one I was going to use because I didn't want to write it. I don't know what to post, but KW has some things. These little arrows next to them will pop open the window of what you're going to use. And so you can change all of this stuff. So it says, turn your home into a safe haven this cold and flu season, air filters, purifiers, just giving suggestions, and it asks a question to try to start a conversation on your pages. And so it gives you an automatic picture, but if you wanted to change it, you can choose something that you've already made inside of Designs, or you can upload a stock image that you have the rights to use, of course. DBA logo, it just should be in there. I already have it in there. And you can change where it'll sit on the image, whether it's going to be the left or the right. Include your ownership statement. You don't have to on the social media. and then you can schedule it. So if I did it right now, it's asking me to do it tomorrow at 10 a.m. But say you wanted to schedule this out, I don't know, in January, like January 7th, and you can change the time as well. So you could say, let's go for like one at like 1:06 or 7. So you have a random time so it doesn't look like it's too scheduled. Because the algorithms will kind of read it. Oh my gosh, stop screen. I'm on my laptop, it's doing all kinds of things. But social media really likes it when you have it at odd times, not just like 1 o'clock, 1:15, that kind of thing. Because the algorithms will read that and notice that you're trying to schedule them consistently at the same time. So try posting at different times and see what gets you the most interactions. Don't always post at the same exact time. And so I'm going to go ahead and schedule this because I'm here. Why not? You can also preview this post before you schedule it. So this is what it'll look like on our Facebook. As long as you have it connected in your settings, you can pre-schedule everything. And so it's got that post, it's got the pretty picture, and they will be able to see all of the letters there. But I'm gonna go ahead and schedule it. And it's gonna say, you scheduled it, maybe. It's gonna think. And now I have a post schedule for January 7th, 2021 across one page because I don't have a Twitter or anything like that. But you, inside of designs, you have access to all the holidays designs in there. So you could even schedule out Christmas for next year, or if you wanted to wait till they came out with the new designs next year, you could. But they've got things all, I don't know if they have New Year's out yet. Maybe they added it today. But in designs, you can make quick social posts. This is what we've done is we've gone into social and we made everything from like 1 week until Christmas. Are you ready to, have you wrapped all your presents? Or are you just now shopping? That kind of thing. A Christmas Day post itself. And so all of your social media posts, you can get all of the square sizes because if you're posting on your timeline, they like the squares. And you can also make these designs for paid ads as well. Designs is a very slow applet. If it thinks about it, I kind of have it open already. So let's see. Nope, it doesn't like me. Come on, designs. Design's gonna take a minute to load. Do you guys have any questions at the moment that I can answer? Whether it's about Facebook or anything like that. Cool. Designs is just gonna take a second. That's what happens when you're on a laptop on a Thursday.
And it's never Tech Thursday without some technical glitches. So.
It's true. It never is. It always happens when you're trying to teach, whether it's like, oh, I just need to show you this one thing. It'll load really fast. No,
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Well, we'll see if that loads. But I'll just flip over to command again. So while that's spinning up there, I'm going to pop back into consumer. So just to show you some other things that you can do to change up your website over time so it's not always looking the same. When you're in consumer applet and command, if you go into your site and app settings, you're going to see you have options for your URLs. If you're like, I don't remember what my URL is for my site, you can always go in there and change it. You can change the text on your homepage. So if you don't want it to say find a dream home over time, if you're like, that's not going to match what I'm trying to look for on my website, you can change that. If you don't like having the scrolling images, you can come and delete all of them and upload a new photo. So if you end up making like a full grid out of designs, or if you have other stock photos that are more localized. So if it looks more like Seattle or where you guys are really want to focus your business, you can have those kind of images in here. So you can always delete and rearrange however you want. You can also change your app hero text. I have not done that. And then if you do have virtual tours, you can add those on here with your active listings on your website, which is also fun. And there's all kinds of things. They've got preferences where you can display Keller Mortgage and app on your site. Excuse me. And they have Keller covered. We haven't learned a whole lot about that. I don't think it's available in our area at the moment. but you've got your URL section. Yes, I want to leave, please. And in the URL section, if you chose a subdomain that you don't like anymore and you want to change it, like say you go and make your own logo, or you down the line build a team and you want to change that subdomain to be your team name, you can do that in here as well, as long as it's available. The only URL we cannot change is our app URL, because there's so many of us in KW that it's just easier for them to have a lot of series of letters and numbers, especially when it comes to making it work with the App Store. If you have any featured listings you want to put right on your homepage, you can connect these. You just select them right from the KWLS. You can have up to 12 on your site as well. So if you have a team or you're on a team, you can highlight your team's listings on your page and they'll kind of scroll through along the bottom and they can click right into them. There's a theme for your website. The only thing that really changes is the KW up in the corner, whether it goes from red to black next to your name on your website, and then site pages. So if you do build out those extra pages, we'll send out Kara's link as well, where it shows how to add and activate your pages, but you do have to come in here and add them on. You can rearrange them in here. So if I wanted to contact us up higher, I can move it around. So that way on my site, it's up a little higher. And you can even change like the slug and the SEO description. And the SEO is what's going to help people find your website. So you have some key terms listed in here. So you can have like Tacoma real estate, Gig Harbor real estate, Seattle real estate. And each page you have that option to change it of your different terms. So I even put like our office name in there. So if someone were to Google our office, hopefully my website pops up in like that first page. So it's always a good thing to keep in mind. So that way, if people do look you up or your office, your website will pop up when they do a search. Let's see if designs loaded. It did. So here in designs for social media, you've got everything from listings to do your for sale, just listed. And you can create these for your social ads. When we can do open houses, you can do social paid ads for those. But a lot of what I use for social media is actually under the lead generation form. So everything from a home value. So if I was going to run a home value ad using my website, I would use a square design, and I can use these as a basic start. I can change the photo, the font, everything that I want. But it does have all the holiday greetings in here, everything from right now, Christmas, to anything they've already loaded in the past. And they've even got like Hanukkah and Kwanzaa in here, which is really nice. So if you wanted to have it not say Merry Christmas, but Happy Holidays, you can change that. There are people that take just these basic designs and end up changing them 100% when they're advertising for like their giveaways or things like that. Even got daylight saving times in here. All of their Halloween, Mother's Day, Father's Day. So right now you could do a pre-schedule your Valentine's Day coming up in February, because it'll be here before we know it, because this year has been both slow and fast. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that way. But a lot of these are mostly just for conversation starters for your page. So keep that in mind when you're scheduling your social media, because now's the time to kind of think about it and have it pre-planned out for this next year. So all of your social posts you can do every holiday. You can even look up random holidays, because every day there's a reason to celebrate. It could be a holiday like chocolate cake day or something. And you can make a design for it, especially if you want to be able to post like 2 to 3 times a week. Something I've also learned about Facebook is that Facebook loves when people go live. So if you do like a live chat, you could be like coffee talks with real estate or something like that, and you're talking about tips with your real estate, especially right now in the market. You could just talk about things that you're experiencing, sharing that, oh, I'm out looking at houses, look at this cool view I just saw today. But going live really helps kick up your page and the algorithms, and it's going to get you a lot more views, especially depending on what you describe your Facebook Live as. That is going to help increase your presence on your page. And the trick is going at least live 2 to 3 times a week. That's going to get you the most activity on Facebook. And that is a lot, especially if you're just starting out. So you could build yourself up to like maybe once a week, just try it out. And it doesn't have to be very long. It can be 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 5. But if you're going to do like a coffee talk kind of thing, that may be, of course, like 10, 15 minutes. But usually that sweet spot with Facebook, it's like 5 to 15 minutes. And some people have made like their live videos that are super popular. They've done an ad with it before. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. But right now is the time to make a social media plan for this upcoming year. So whether it's that you're going to make sure that on the 5th of every month, I'm going to post the stats from our office that we get, or if you want to be hyper local and be proactive, take those templates we get and you can make it specific to the town that you're going to use. So if you want to use it just for downtown Seattle, you can make this the stats for a certain zip code and have them kind of cycle through so you're more hyper local that way. Just lots of different things that you can do with Facebook, but pre-scheduling is going to be your best friend, especially for holidays or anything you know that's going to be consistent that you want to make sure you have a post for. And since right now we're kind of in a little bit of a lockdown, not much has changed other than we're not open to the public and no open houses at the moment, but right now is the perfect time to really be thinking about your social media plan. But that's pretty much all I have for today. Is there anything you guys want me to show you or go over that you've been thinking about doing for your website and social media?
I don't have anything, but I just wanted to say thank you.
Of course, no problem.
Same. I'll probably have more questions when I get everything set up anyways.
Right. That's usually when people start to have more questions is after the website's going up and you start adding things to it.
Yep.
You guys can always, sorry. You guys can always check out the YouTube channel, Tech Thursday, because there are some more resources just on the agent sites. I know, Kristen, you wanted to see the mortgage calculator, and Stephen, you wanted like just the basics, and we definitely have that on the YouTube channel. So I'm going to type that in the chat now so that you guys can have that. And then, yeah, just check that out and kind of look out for that. I know there's just a lot of resources on there for other things as well. Yeah, so.
Yeah, we kept it short and sweet, so you guys can have another 35 minutes back in your day.
Yeah, nice.
And then keep your eye out. We have a lot of regional stuff coming up too, taught by people from all over the region. So you have this Tech Thursday and Tech Wednesday afternoons for a while.
Yes.
But we hope you all enjoy your day. Thank you for joining us. And we'll be around next Wednesday for talking about how to use referrals to increase your income through Command, which is going to be fun.
Perfect. Thanks.
Have a great Thursday.